is Tuesday, January 10th. I am performing at Poster Comedy tonight in Stoke Newington. Brand new show for me, which is good. Looking forward to it. So I'm in a bit of a weird one this week. We've got 4 gigs this week. I am doing one on Saturday for Comedy Freaks, which is great. It was a bit of a funny mix-up because they emailed me saying, or messaged me on Instagram rather, saying that they had seen my stuff and was hoping I could perform on the Saturday. Turns out it was for my twin brother, Matthew Riley. If you would have seen him on Insta doing his comedy, all teeth, no gaps or something stupid like that. But luckily enough, I saw him last Wednesday when we was doing Comedy in Your Eye, and I had a good show, I think. He believed I did well, so now we're both on the show. Whee! So what I'm considering now, there's a few things that I'm considering sort of moving forward for that, and also because on last Wednesday's gig, I feel very happy with my 5 minutes, but I kind of want to move past it and I want to start working on other things. So I'm kind of gonna, I'd guess, do what like maybe professionals do. I don't know, maybe not. Is use that solid 5, because there's not much I can do to improve it in my mind, you know, unless anyone else has got ideas, but I've just run out of them. Do those on gigs that I want to, for lack of a better term, impress. You know, I've got a couple competitions, like I said before, and a couple gigs where there's, you know, decent audience members and stuff. And I've still got a few gigs which I usually do, like Sunday Stick and Big Nose Comedy. So for those ones, I'll work on things that I want to try and work on and start actually writing stuff down. So I'm going to try and come up this week. I've got 2 gigs midweek now, so I'm going to try and come up with some twin-based stuff to use on Saturday. I'm doing 7 minutes, which is the first time. Surprise to me. Well done. So I've kind of got, I want to, you know, look, this is the first time me and my brother is going to be performing since our showcase together, so I guess we kind of have to acknowledge it on Sub Point, which is good, but it just doesn't really give much time to come up with something. So I've got tonight's gig, which I've decided I'll do some of my more prepared stuff, but I might interject some of the newer things and then see if I can come up with some jokes to do with me and my brother. Next show's on Thursday, which is at Big Nose Comedy. I'm probably just going to throw out everything brand new there to see what we can do. See if we can put together anything half decent by Saturday. And then Saturday will probably be some twin-based stuff and then my census bit, because it seems to be working as a bit, so we're glad about that. So a lot of different things to consider, a lot of different bits I'm going to have to work in all at once. Not sure if it's the right thing to do, if I can do it, but this is a learning process, isn't it? And we shall find out. Hopefully this one's all right there.
Please welcome to the stage your next act, Chris Alley.
I mean, I was going to do some nonsense bits, but I have to address the... I mean, most men will understand this, and Ollie definitely will. It's really difficult being told in public that you're bald when you're holding on to the hairs that you have. Oh, yeah. Like, you know, we're struggling here. I got my fade done and then realised, actually, I've got a big bit which is bald, so tough go there. One thing else about me is I'm fat, you know, which most people don't really tell me though, but it's not like I self-identify as fat, it's what the doctors tell me. But like, I'm not Channel 5 docu-series fat, you know, I haven't got a feeder, although that does sound pretty cool. Like imagine actually having a partner who doesn't mind that you're disgusting and gross and actually will feed you your favourite foods. Like, you know, I really appreciate that. I wish I had one. So. It must be hard for people that are massively obese, because it must be. I mean, imagine not being able to go through doors. No, but like seriously, that's what they have on their TV, right? Like, it's an issue. I once heard that someone needed a helicopter to get them outside their room. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't know why I'm even thinking about that, but that's fine. Something else about me, which hopefully is true, is I have a twin brother. Like some of you comedians might know, because he does a circuit as well. He does comedy, and we're performing on Saturday together for the first time, which is going to be something good. So that's why I'm going to try a bit of twin stuff. So yeah, for those that don't know, like my twin brother is gay, right? Which is fine. Don't look at me like that. It's fucking weirdos. No, but a lot of people say that he looks a lot like me, which is really hard to come to terms with, because I think he's fucking ugly. Like, it's hard, you know. But I was really, really proud. I was really happy when Matthew actually came out. Matthew's his name. I should have said that at the beginning. I was really happy when he came out as gay, because, like, imagine holding on to a secret for the entirety of your life. You know what I mean?
Like, it was really good to finally be able to tell Matthew, I know you're gay. I don't know how close is that, wasn't it? Like, usually you get a couple signs of these things when you grow up. Like, me and Matthew used to hang out a lot. We used to play games. Like, we used to do a bit of role play. So we used to do a lot of things. Like, we weren't really creative, so we'd play doctors and nurses. Like, imagine which one Matthew always wanted to be. Beyonce. It's ridiculous. He's black, obviously. Obviously, he's a twin. I was with my ex one time, and the first time she met my twin brother, she thought it was really odd because we looked so much alike, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's so weird. Like, I could never imagine having sex with Matthew." I was like, "Well, you did say you don't want to have anal sex, so I should hope not." Do you know what I mean? No, that's a bit too far. We're trying these things, ain't we? Yeah. I had something else on there, but I forgot. One thing also, does anyone know? No, this place looks really shit, doesn't it? Right, but no, it does. It does. Like, have you ever been to a place where you probably all know where, like, this is the only place that white people hang out? Do you know how shiny this place would be if black people owned it? It'd be like a disco ball. It'd be like a fucking Hot Point showroom. There's chrome everywhere. That's terrible, isn't it? I love hanging out at Irish pubs though. Like, they're my favourite. They are. Is anyone from North London? Yeah. Whoop. Does anyone know Holloway Road? Does anyone know the Keys? No? Well, the Keys was one of the most aggressively Irish pubs you're ever going to walk to. I fucking loved it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if the walls could talk, they'd probably say it in slurred words, I fucking love you. That's my drunk Irish accent. And I haven't got the stats for this, right? But I'm pretty sure that I have thrown up there more than any place else in the world. Right? The toilet tiles were just covered with my DNA. Not the good kind. But it was a really strange one. It was the first place I ever kissed a black girl. Which is, woo! I'm glad the mullet says that. That is a baller right there. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, it doesn't say very good things about me, I guess. But, I think what happened was, like, if you're a black person in a big group of white people, as we are here right now, there's a strong chance that, doesn't matter how you look, because I know I'm not the best looking person in the world, right? I've got the CeeLo Green vibes going, I get it, I see it. But, it does not matter what you look like, there's a strong chance that at least one of them will like you. It's true. And you don't know what they look like, they could be... No, I was just about to rate them, that's not very good, is it? I was about to say they could be 2s or 10s, but that's not very cool. That's not cool, is it? But they will reveal themselves at one point. But we've gone to this Irish pub yet, and not one of them was interested. Just Irish people just love being with Irish people, and I didn't get it. Like, my best mate Mark, he's Irish, and we'd go there, and we'd pre-game before, we'd be at home, and we'd be playing FIFA, just hoping that later on we'd find someone that would love us as much as we love each other. And that would never happen. But I would go there and be like, what the fuck's going on? No one likes me. Mark absolutely slaying. So I think what had happened was me and this other black person was like looking at each other across the dance floor. What the fuck's going on? No one's interested. That's it, really. I haven't really thought of an end joke or punchline, but thank you very much for your patience. I've been Chris Sally. Thank you very much.
Oh, if you've made it to this point, then well done for you, because I think that was a gig for me. Well, like, I think if you watching one of these vlogs, maybe, I don't know what most people think, all 12 of you who ever watch this actually think about the vlogs and find it informative. But I think, like, a night like this is good because it shows two things. It shows, one, there are definitely nights that are for the audience and for comedians, because this one, there was a small handful of people. It was all comedians. It's wants to try out new stuff. So, I obviously had thought of things that I want to prepare for Saturday with Matthew. When I turned up, saw what it was, and talked to Ollie the MC, I just realised it was similar to some of the past vlogs when I was at Nice and Spiky, that is purely just to try stuff out. There's nothing polished. Maybe try and hit some of the points that you want to do and just see how you get on. So, I did some of the brother stuff, which, I don't know. It's hard to say, like, watching it back that it was good, because I felt good about it, but it probably wasn't great to watch. But the fact that I managed to just get the words out and say it, it would work itself out in terms of putting it together. I tried some of the fat people stuff, which I've been thinking about because, you know, they always say you got to talk about yourself a bit. I'm trying to think of a new opener and something to do with me being fat. We'll see how that one goes. The last bit, which I've been playing around, I've been tussling with, I've been flirting with this set about being in Irish pubs and being a black person in it. I think it's about time I probably commit to try to make it an actual good piece, because I'm just kind of flirting with it. I'm not really committing to it. There are some bits that I can work with, but it's pretty weak if I'm being honest. But it's not that it's going to be shit. It just means it needs more polishing. And I feel good because it was nice to. What was the second bit? I said 2 bits and I just went 1 in terms of just the impetus of starting new bits. I think we've had a few shows like that where if you watch something like that, then probably, hopefully, watch some vlogs, maybe like 5-10 episodes going forward, you'll see that some of these bits will develop much better and much more pristine, and hopefully gets, you know, instead of getting like 2s, 3s and 4s in terms of the laughter scale, get closer to 7, 8s and 9s. I don't think I've ever got kind of 9s and 10s on any of them, maybe. But, you know, we hope for that one day. But I really enjoyed that. I want to say thank you to Jess, a friend of mine from Tag, who turned up real late because my guy was originally ill. So happy to be able to do that. Enjoyed the night. Definitely a tryout night. And yeah, I hope that the gig on Tuesday, I'm able to kind of piece together in my mind a little bit more about kind of Matthew's stuff. And hopefully on Saturday it becomes pretty decent. I am hungry. I am tired. And I am on to the next one.